Greetings, everyone. Greetings, greetings. You see the clouds today. You had a not tornado. Oh my goodness. Oh, I could see that. You can say that too. But two typhoons passed through, and it rained for. This is the sixth day now, and the rain is slowly diminishing. But anyway, I'm hoping that everything is well with you everywhere you are, because the rapid change that you see taking place can easily engulf you and leave you in a state of panic. But I hope that over the past 3 years you've been preparing yourself. The last people to stand up now is the Africans. And you can see that the old men, I'm seeing all kinds of reports out of Africa saying across Africa there's a mindset change. Imagine three little nations, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, set in motion in Africa. But actually, they're not three little nations. You look at the area on the map of these three nations combined, it's the size of America. And it has more resources than America has. But anyway, you will see, and I hope you're prepared for the rapidly changing environment. Because the young people everywhere are saying, we're tired of this. We are tired of this. And like I was showing you before, the African armies not prepared to fight for their own freedom against the people who are stealing the resources. Don't fight against France and Germany, the EU, US, or anybody else, Indian. The only thing they are there to do is keep the Tinubus and Kenyatas and people like that in power. You see in Nigeria, the army for the last couple of days saying, we're not going to let you take over the government. I mean, the army generals are stealing 50, 60 billion of dollars a day in revenue from Nigeria. So they have to protect that. But the people, the soldiers on the ground who are living in the shacks don't have enough sense to say, hey, we need change. We will help you fight an external enemy, but we're not going to kill our own brothers and sisters, our parents, friends. There, you see them driving around the street with their big guns, pointing at people like the policemen in Kenya. The African men now are saying it's time for change. At last, the bottom is beginning to stir. And the rapid change is you got change coming down from the top, where America is losing its status as the dictator of things economically, and you got change from the bottom, where Africans are saying, hey, our resources belong to us. And you got change from the side. There Russia is saying it, stop this foolishness. China is saying stop this foolishness. So you got east, west, north, and south. And America is in the middle. All the Africans who left Africa to escape the wickedness that was going on, they're in the pot boiling now with the Caucasian that they worship. It's not going to be easy for us diasporans, the children of former enslaved people, formerly enslaved, to come back to Africa, because we're moving from one very different atmosphere to the one in Africa. It was easy living in America. Good roads, better schools, better health care, better food, environment in general is better. But when you want to build your own system, guess which one is going to be the best? The one that you built for yourself, not the one that you're living in, owned by somebody else, that's going to dictate to you how you live. That's the choice you have to make now. Do you come back and build Africa? And if you do, it will take about 20 years. What China did in 50, you can do in 20. China didn't have the resources to build what they have built. You have the technology, the resources, and the ability to use it. See that AI and computers that you're using now? That can build roads, that can set out roads. You can look at it, take a Google map and decide where to build roads in Africa that's going to benefit the whole continent. Have you been thinking about that? Well, I'm telling you today. You can take the map, Google Maps, any kind of map really, and see where the water is, where you should be building dams to produce electricity, where you should be pulling water out of the ground, pipes. And there goes Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali again. Not only water underneath the ground, but oil and many, 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 many more minerals. Instead of atomic bombs, you could be building power plant. So in 20 years, Africa could be in a state of putting people on Mars. No, you're going to be afraid of what I'm saying. This is going to scare some people, and some people are going to laugh. But China's got a space station that you don't hear about, that America has been asking them to use. How long do you think it took them to put it up? Without resources to build one. They had to bring in the resources to China to make equipment. Africa's got the resources that they can dig it out of the ground and make everything that they need. So, the choice is yours though. And those of you who read the Bible religiously, as they call it, there's a verse which says, choose you this day whom you will serve. the people you live among, will you serve the people, continue to serve the people who, in whose land you live? Or are you going to return, build? All right. Have a great day wherever you are. Keep an eye on what's going on in Africa. It will show you where you're needed, where your resources, where your mind, where your brain is needed, where your strengths are needed and should be used. I know you want to go to Africa and pretend you're a middle class man with a lot of money, live in a big house, but you see where that has brought you in America. You see where that has brought you in England. And even in the Caribbean, you see where it's brought you. Have a great day wherever you are. Peace.